So, a major AI assistant just got a massive upgrade, and it's pretty wild. We're talking about an AI that can now see your screen, write code for you in the background, and even learn from your own private data. And get this, it's actually safer than ever. So let's jump in and break down what these new features really mean. Okay, so what if your AI could literally see your screen? Like, look over your shoulder and understand exactly what you're working on and help you with it, right then and there. Well, that's not science fiction anymore, and it's the first huge update we're going to dig into. All right, here's the game plan for today's explainer. First, we'll look at how the AI is breaking out of the chat window and landing on your desktop. Second, we'll cover a whole new way for developers to code. Third, we'll dive into a really important safety feature called the Sandbox. And finally, we'll see how the AI got a lot smarter at understanding you and using custom tools. All right, let's kick things off with our first big topic, the AI on your desktop. This is all about weaving the assistant directly into your workflow, making it a seamless part of how you get things done. So the new desktop app, it's not in beta anymore. It's officially here for everyone. It just sits quietly in your menu bar, and you can call it up instantly with a quick keyboard shortcut, like tapping the Option key twice. No more juggling windows or losing your flow. It's just there. And this is where it gets really cool. The screen capture feature is just so smart. You hit that shortcut, and now you can just drag a box around any part of your screen, a graph, a weird error message, a design mockup, you name it. That little snapshot goes straight to the AI, and you can immediately ask a question about it. Like, you could just highlight some code and ask, hey, what's wrong with this? The AI is literally seeing what you're seeing. And it's not just about seeing your screen, it's also about hearing you. There's this awesome new voice feature. You just hold down a key, say caps lock, and start talking. It transcribes what you're saying live. When you're done, you let go of the key, and bam, your prompt is sent. It's a super fast, hands-free way to get ideas out of your head and into the AI. Okay, moving on to our second big update, and this one is a huge deal for all you developers out there. We're talking about coding beyond the command line, moving into a brand new web-based agent. Think about how it used to be, right? You were basically chained to your command line, running a task and just waiting. You had to watch the pot boil. Now, it's a whole new world. You can just open a web browser, give the AI a complex coding job, and walk away. You can close the tab, do other things, and when it's done, it'll just open up a pull request for you on GitHub. It works completely in the background. So you can hook it up directly to your GitHub, securely stash your API keys and environment variables, and even decide what kind of network access it has. And the best part? Since it's asynchronous, you can fire off multiple jobs at once. Just let them run in parallel. It's a total game changer for productivity. Okay, so letting an AI write and run code on your machine. That's obviously super powerful, but it also begs a huge question, right? How do you make sure it doesn't, go rogue and mess something up? Well, that brings us to our third section, the sandbox. So what exactly is a sandbox? The best way to think about it is like a digital playpen for the AI. It's this totally secure, isolated bubble where the AI can do its work. It has all the tools and files it needs inside the playpen, but it absolutely cannot reach outside and touch anything else on your computer. This slide just nails the difference. On one side, you've got what some people jokingly call YOLO mode. You only live once, right? You give the AI the keys to the kingdom, full system access. Super risky. But with Sandbox mode, it's completely locked down. Everything it does is contained within a specific folder, protecting the rest of your system. It's all about high security in a controlled environment. And if you're wondering if this actually makes a difference, check out this number. Using the Sandbox results in an 84% reduction in those annoying permission pop-ups. That means an 84% drop in the times the system has to stop and ask, are you sure you want to let the AI do this? It just makes for a way smoother, less interrupted workflow. And this is a really big deal for the whole AI community. The team behind this has actually open-sourced their Sandbox technology. This means any developer anywhere who's building an AI agent can use this exact same safety net. It's a fantastic contribution to making AI safer for everyone. All right, for our last section, let's talk about the brain of the operation. Because it's not just about giving the AI new playgrounds, the assistant itself is getting a whole lot smarter about how it thinks and what it can do. We've all been there, right? You type something like this into an AI. For a person, this makes sense. But for an AI, it's incredibly vague. What feature? For what kind of user? Are there any technical limits? In the past, the AI would just have to take a wild guess. Well, not anymore. Now, when you give it a vague prompt, it doesn't just guess. It comes back to you with smart, clarifying questions. It'll ask things like, okay, what's the main goal here? Or who is this for? This back and forth ensures it really understands what you want before it starts writing a single line of code. It's a huge leap forward. But what about knowledge that's specific to your project? Stuff that isn't on the public internet? That's where this new feature called Skills comes in. Think of it like giving the AI a custom-made tool or a textbook that only you have. You can package up your own documentation or code so the AI can learn it and use it. And you might think this sounds complicated, but it's actually super straightforward. You just run your docs through a little creator tool, which spits out a skill file. You drop that file into your project folder, and then, in your prompt, you just tell the AI, hey, use my custom API skill to solve this. You're basically teaching it on the fly with your own secret sauce. So when you step back and look at all this, we have an AI that can see our work, code for us in the background, operate in a safe little bubble, and even learn from our private documents. It's evolving from just a tool into a real collaborator. And it really leaves us with a big, fascinating question to chew on. As these assistants get more powerful and woven into everything we do, where do we draw that line between helpful and maybe a little too intrusive?